Hey there, Start here. Again, trying to clean up some content after my vacation before maintenance begins. So clearing out dark visions. I'm not actually going to do the final boss until after I've picked up the new Flame Ether Rain, who's coming out tomorrow. I'm fully intending to pull for him after seeing and kind of comparing what Dwayne is going to be bringing, the new Dwayne who's coming out next week for Clash of Wills. I personally, I think Rain is the better investment, so I am prepared to go all in, go all the way to pity for flaming or flaring, I don't know, flaring hemorrhoids Rain. I'm just going to call him Rain from now on. All these names are ridiculous. So, because honestly, there's not going to be like another Rain we're going to use, right? It's going to be the Rain. So when I pull Rain tomorrow, regardless of what happens, I will definitely be taking him into the final boss, because I think I think the only way to actually reach the top score to get the full rewards is by using a leader skill, and I don't have any other leaders. Like I don't have a leader skill unit. I don't have a Bara. I don't have Dio. So Rain will be sort of my first big boy leader skill unit. And so I'm not even gonna bother shooting for the final boss until I get him. But I was able to clear everything else out, and I figure I'll just show you the two sub bosses and how I cleared them out. I'm not going to do like this is not a budget guide or anything. This is just how I managed to clear them out nice and quick, because like I said, I didn't have a lot of time. I'm just trying to get this cleared out quickly before maintenance so that I can focus on other things starting tomorrow. And so I'm just going to show you how I got these done quick and dirty. We'll start with the physical domain, because this one's easy. It's a first turn clear using a lightning team. So this is the lightning team that I used, and this is pretty similar to the lightning team that I use for basically all the stages. Pretty much any stage where you can take a physical team, this is the team that I use, and it knocks everything out in the first turn, caps everything. The only thing that I might switch is Elena there. Elena is here for the human killer and to do 2 effective attacks, because everybody else is doing their LBs, and so that would only be 4 effective attacks. You need 6 to hit the effective attacks cap. So Elena will do her human killer buff for the party and then 2 effective attacks, so we get that score taken care of. Obviously, Sylvie is there for Lightning Imbue and Imperil, the buffs, and to fill up Esther's LB on turn 1. And then everybody else just LBs, and we destroy this thing on turn 1. Easy peasy. So I can show you the gear. I honestly didn't even really gear these guys for much of anything. They're just kind of generally geared. Like, Sylvie can be whatever, doesn't matter. She just needs access to her Brave Shift form. She doesn't even need to be EX2 for her LB. We're not using her LB, so she can be EX1. Gear is irrelevant. For Chizuru, yeah, you see that this isn't even like the best gear that I have. It's not even not even gearing for the right killers. She does have a cool smile. What is her human killer? She doesn't even have any human. She doesn't even have any human killer. Okay, let me at least give her something with human killers on it, maybe. How about, there we go. All right. I mean, I still hit the damage cap anyways. It was kind of low. It was lowish. But yeah, we'll give her that. So clearly, as you can see, if you have better gear and you take the time to gear these units, you're going to be fine. Esther, yeah, pretty much the same. Wow, like, did I even give her chain cap? Okay, she at least has chain cap boost. That's good. Does she have any human killers? 75%. Nice. Okay. I could switch. I tell you what, let's switch. Let's give her Azura, so she at least has a little bit more human killer. Elena just needs to be EX3 for the human killer buff. If you don't have an EX3 Starlight Elena, again, if you actually gear for the killers, it's probably not important. So yeah, just, you can just bring another strong DPS unit. You really just need to get your effective attacks up to 6. That's the most important thing. Kaito, I don't think he's honestly geared for, like, God, I'm so lazy. Oh gosh. Yep. Does he even have any human killer? Nope, no human killer. All right, 2B, come on, come on, you got to do something for me here, 2B. Yep, she caps human killer innately, pretty much. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, clearly I was paying attention when I did this. I'll actually give her some, like, a decent piece of attack gear, I guess. There we go. We'll give her that. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I didn't really care about the gear on this one. So let's just get in here and we're going to do this real quick. Most people don't have issues with this fight. It's the magic stage that most people have issues with. And I'll show you how I took care of that one. All right. So for this boss, pretty simple. Paladin's offense for the buffs, Bolt Egg Basket for the imbue, and I've got your back on Esther. All right, Elena will do Celestial Brilliance for the human killer, and then just double Gemini Blade. Gotta wait. Make sure you wait for the imbue before you do that. All right, so now we can do that. All right, so there's 2 effective attacks. Now Chizuru, Kaito, 2B, Esther, everybody LBs, and we're good to go. They all do Extreme Nova, so it's like a 119 hit chain. Good to go. Ideally, you do Kaito first, followed by Esther, followed by 2B, followed by Chizuru. That way, everybody gets max benefits. Well, that way 2B and Chizuru get the LB damage field. There you go. Yeah, that's much more comfortable. And then Chizuru gets the 35% Katana Imperil from 2B's LB. So, yeah. So the order is kind of important. Obviously, you want Kaito to go first for the breaks, Esther to go second for the LB damage field, 2B for the Katana Imperil, and then Chizuru. 2B's carrying that fight, yeah. Chizuru not doing bad, but yeah, 2B is doing well. And if if we'd bother to actually take like a couple turns to do the proper setup, it would, you just blow this one out of the water. But there you go. That's just how we get that one done. Quick and simple, quick and dirty. Like I said, if I wasn't rushed to get all this done before maintenance, I might take the time to do like something a little bit more budget, but this is just how we're getting it done. All right, so now let's do the magic stage. So you can only take mages to this one, and so here is the team that I used. I'm bringing my Ayaka. Again, I just like to get these things done quick and simple. So this is a 2-turn clear. You can push this to like a 3 or a 4-turn clear if you need more setup. But the way that I did this, I was able to do it and comfortably hit the damage cap on turn 2 and just kind of get it done and get it out of the way. All right, I am bringing Summoner Rydia, and she does have a leader skill that gives 100% attack and mag to all ice units. She will be bringing her her evocation limit burst to do some damage on turn 2 for a burst. And then we've got we've got Physalis, who is very nice, who works very, very well with Ayaka because she has a quad casting bolting. She can quad cast a bolting strike ice magic damage skill. Very, very convenient for chaining with Ayaka. Fryevia is there for the ice field. She's also going to be there to perfect dispel the boss's buffs that it puts up on turn 2. Okay. Sylvie's there obviously for buffs. Cecil is there to tank all the damage. Okay. Let's look at the gear real quick. The only thing you need in Rydia's normal form is Yuna's Necklace +1, so that you can do the Hymn of the Faith Plus for the buffs. In her Brave Shift form, I've gone all out on evocation damage. She's got the Dark Vision Sword, using Fryevia's expertise to allow her to wield swords. She's, I could have given her a better vision card. I just gave her this one. If you have a better vision card, definitely give it to her. But she's capped on all the relevant stats there. Okay, don't have to worry about killers, just the relevant stats. Cecil, general bulk is really all he needs in his normal form. I think the boss does mostly like ice damage, I think. But yeah, if you give him just general, you know, he's easy to gear for elemental resists across the board, so no worries about that. Physalis honestly doesn't need anything. She could be naked. Sylvie can also be naked, but she does need Erinya's ring, and then give her Shiva Esper so that she can quad cast Blazara. Okay, that'll be important. But otherwise, she can be totally naked. All right, but Erinya's ring is important for the quad black magic. And then make sure she has Blazara from Shiva Esper. So Fryevia can also be naked. She doesn't need anything. You can see I didn't even really bother to gear her. Yeah, this is like favorited stuff from Clash of Wills. So yeah, you don't really need it. She does need to be EX1 so that you can access her Brave Shift form, which has the perfect dispel and the breaks on it. Okay, so that is important. But otherwise, gear is irrelevant. All right, Ayaka. You know, I didn't go all out on the gear here, so you know, I gave her one piece of Clash of Wills gear, but you know, I kind of went easy on the rest of it, I think. And then just as much plant killers as you can stuff in there. I did give her this vision card, which was on her step up. So if you went for her, obviously you would have this card. If you have a better card, definitely slot that in. I originally had one clear where I was using the mag store. You would want that if you pushed it to a 3-turn clear. So I'm just doing a 2-turn clear. So I'm going to do her LB for the Rod and Peril on turn 1 and then just kill it on turn 2. If you did push it to a turn 3 clear, you would use the mag store on this vision card on turn 2 and then do her burst on turn 3. Okay. All right, so let's get in here and see how we slay this beastie. Okay. All right, so first thing, Fry's just going to go ahead and put up the ice field. Sylvie's going to go ahead and do her Brave Shift at LB for the buffs. Cecil is going to do Come, Our Battle Awaits for the Omni cover. Paladin Sword for the breaks. Lunarian Might for the buffs. Rydia just does Hymn of the Faith Plus for the mod boost. Physalis needs to unlock her quad cast with Magic Gunner type, and then we'll just hit it twice with some ice. Ayaka does her LB for the Rod and Peril. It's only 25% on her normal LB, but that's still better than nothing. Okay, so there, Cecil taking irrelevant damage. All right, Fryevia will now shift. Okay. We'll do Unguard, Flick for the Sword and Peril for Rydia, and then Pressure for the Perfect Dispel. All right. Now, here's something to keep in mind. If you were doing a 3-turn clear, you would actually want to have saved Cecil's Omni cover for this turn for the gravity damage that's incoming, because right now he doesn't have any form of cover. So, you know, that's no good if you're doing a 3-turn clear. So in a 3-turn clear, you would just do his normal magic cover last turn and then use his Omni cover this turn. Since we're going for the kill on this turn, he's going to just do a single cast of Thundara. You notice I gave him what's the Esper? Ramuh, okay? Because we're gonna have Sylvie quad Blazara. Ayaka will do her Magnus, and then Physalis does quad BS. So we need one more cast of Bolting Strike to make sure we hit 100 chains, and we should be good to go. All right, Rydia will do her Brave Shifted LB. Okay. And yeah, let's go for it. So boss should have Buffs removed. Excellent. Good to go. Let's do it. Oh, maybe he didn't need to do it. Okay. I thought Cecil needed to do an extra cast of, or needed to do a cast of Bolting Strike, but no, that was actually way more than enough chains. So what? Yeah, what would that be? What would quad Bolting Strike? 3 times actually. Oh yeah, no, that's actually more than enough. Never mind, because I forget it's 9 hits in Bolting Strike. I think I was thinking Chaos Wave Awaken. So there you go. Yeah, Ayaka doing majority of the damage. Obviously, if you took one more turn to do like her magic boost or something like that, and if you gave like a magic boost plus to Summoner Rydia, they would both do even more damage. So, you know, potential to push that an extra turn and deal even more damage if your units aren't quite as strong. All right, and so, yeah, that's how I got everything done. Like I said, I'm not even bothering with the final stages. Final stages I'll wait for rain. All right. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to be doing some polls on rain. I will hopefully get that video recorded for you guys tomorrow. I'm kind of busy playing catch up on a lot of things in real life, having just gotten back from vacation. So, you know, it might not be first thing tomorrow when I get up, but we'll see. I should be able to get around to some content and get some stuff out to you guys this weekend, though. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I will see you on the other side.